Derek Carr got a contract extension. How about that?
Yeah, he did. It was 3 years, 120 million in new money, I think, which on the surface is 40 million a year. They'll tack it on to his 20 million left on his deal right now. In total, like people, the new money extension, I get, like Mitchell Schwartz was talking about on Twitter, how for players that matters. I get it because it's new cash flow for them. But fans don't care about cash flow. Like the
No.
cash flow stuff is for the players and the owner because he has to pay it. But fans care about how the salary cap in the books look. So for the books, it's the first year I think went up like 4 million or something for Derek Carr, and then it hits 40 million in year 3, but there's not a ton of guaranteed that I read, and it guarantees 3 days after the Super Bowl, which is very weird. Usually it's after the start of the league year, but his is after the Super Bowl. So, and then it'll guarantee, it's an injury guarantee that turns into a full guarantee for 2023 and then a little bit of 2024's. It's not a lot of guarantees for him. So while you could look at it and say, that's a lot of money for Derek Carr, he's not really locked in other than for this year and probably next year. So that means the 40 millions per year that you could see with his contract numbers and what it would eventually be, he might not even get paid that if he doesn't play well the next 2 years.
Yeah, and you look at the market. That's just where it's kind of at.
It's a fine deal.
Derek Carr's a fine quarterback. Like it is a fine deal for a fine top 12 to 14s on good days, higher on bad
Him
days.
and Kirk are right there.
Yes, no,
right
exactly.
There. They're like the guys that you are like, we don't want to try and get another quarterback because you are good enough.
Mm-hmm. But
that's just him.
We need everything to be perfect in order to make a deep playoff run. And the Raiders, this is going to be the best team I think that he has had, which
yes,
they can do some damage. They can win, 10, 11 games. They can compete for an AFC West title. They could be a wild card team, all that good stuff. Am I picking the Raiders now to, go to the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl? No. They're still probably the third, if not fourth best team in the AFC West until proven otherwise. But I do like Derek Carr and I do like the deal.
Interesting question. Raiders or Broncos for you?
That's the problem. Like I'd pick San Diego, not San Diego. I always call them that. Los Angeles number 2. I have no problem calling Vegas, but the Chargers will always be San Diego for me.
I think I'd lean Raiders.
I think Russell Wilson's going to be back, not like top 3 back, but like top 7 or 8 back with the defense, with the weapons. I could see it. I like Hackett. I think the floor with the Raiders is probably higher. I think they win at least 9 games this year. Yeah. I could see Denver somehow winning like 7 or 8, but I think Denver's high is like 12-5.
Yeah.
Maybe like really, really good.
I just don't buy Russell Wilson returning to his prime form.
I get that for sure.
I know he was dealing with the injury last year. I just feel like there's just something off about how he was playing the last few years because he was playing off before he got injured too.
Oh, he's fallen off at least a little bit. He's lost
something's happened there. Yeah, and I think teams have kind of figured him out. I don't think the trend of defenses in the NFL is good for the type of passer he is.
Mm-hmm.
I think Denver's roster is just overrated overall. Like people are pegging their wide receiver core as something special when I think they have a lot to prove personally.
Yep.
I like Cortland Sutton. I like Tim Patrick. I don't know if they're more than wide receiver 2s. And then Jerry Jeudy hasn't proven anything yet. Now they had Drew Lock throwing him the ball, our lovely Mizzou made quarterback who's now in Seattle, but Jerry Jeudy dropped a lot of passes, and we just don't know how those wide receivers will look with volume. I don't think their defensive talent is as strong as people are indicating. They have good pieces, but it's not deep, I think. So I think they're out of any team in the division. I think they're the most, they have to prove it to me.